Welcome back. Episode 87 of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio. It's going to be Christian's last ride, apparently. That's why he's riding co-pilot as of right now until Tonio probably moves him because that's what he does during the show. As he's eating a McFlurry, Nene, again, Tonio must be hungry. Tonio, how you doing?
Hey, shout out to Nene Sherry. She saw me eating the last time, and I am hungry. So thanks, Nene. I hope I get to meet you one day to get some of your food because I like to eat. I do like to eat. Other than that, man, everything good. Everything copacetic. It's the holidays. So a lot of off time.
Have some holiday cheer.
Yeah, you know. So with that being said, I'm gonna kick it to my little brother who say he leaving, but I don't feel like it. I feel like he just being super dramatic. Bro just want to get our views up. We want to get more followers. So let's put his Instagram name up here, Facebook name up there. But Christian, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good news, finally.
You caught me off guard when you said little brother. I thought you was talking about Matt. Yeah. But I guess you was talking about me. So yeah. Anyways, but no, good news finally came through, got the job. So yeah, this is gonna be my last episode. Hopefully not forever. Maybe I can come back soon and make a guest appearance. But for the time being, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna wrap it up pretty solid tonight.
That's a bet. Chris, what about you? Yeah. I see your hoodie finally came in.
Yeah, hoodie finally came in. Not too much going on. Just off the back of a nice blowout win against another garbage ass team, and I'm looking forward to the main event of the evening with the loser leave the show debate between Christian and Tonio. I hear it's already scripted about what the outcome's gonna be, like a true wrestling match here.
Let's go.
I'm ready for it.
I ain't worried about it. I know he ain't got no good finishing, so I know I'm winning it.
I feel like I got the best finishing move ever, and I can't wait to bring it out at the end of the show because I know one of us can't come back from it, but I know I can stay.
All right, hey, real fast before Matt, how you doing?
Doing all right. I'm here.
There we go. All right, so real fast, everybody but Tonio because he's gonna unleash it on the last part of the show. Christian, what would your wrestling finishing move be? Go.
The rock bottom.
The rock bottom, you fucking pussy. Chris.
Okay, no, give me the 5-star frog splash.
That's a better move.
Going up top. What you got?
Probably a brain buster.
A brain buster? My man's hitting out moveset number 8 in WWE 2K13. Matt, do you have a wrestling move or no? You don't know. You don't know anything.
I don't watch wrestling.
I was about to say he's too cool for wrestling.
You did what?
He do the Rikishi. So
man, the throw with his ass in the man's face.
It's called the stink face, but yes.
Billy, what you doing?
Oh, I'm doing the FU, so that's the first thing I'm doing.
The what?
The FU. I'm not.
No.
That fucking stupid name that he got after he did all the shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It's the FU. They still let him do the 5-knuckle shuffle, which is wild. But anyway.
Chris, what you got?
I'm doing, he already said it.
Chris? I thought he was joking.
He's talking while we're trying
to Brain Buster. Chris, you going to lose every match if that's your finisher.
Chris is talking about 1986.
I'm dropping you right on. If it ain't the Brain Buster, it'd be the Tiger Driver 96 or 98, whichever one it is.
And that's going to be the last time you win a match at 96 or 98 with that move.
Bro, Mitsuharu Misawa did it like 13 times in his whole career, and he only lost one match with it. What the fuck are you talking about?
And anybody under the age of 80 doesn't know who that is.
He wrestled in the 90s and the 2000s and died in a wrestling ring from taking a wrestling move.
So,
and
they still talk about Owen Hart's over his.
We're still talking about this?
So, get into the NFL. Chris brought up a report, and I'm going to go to Tonio first because I can't wait to get into this because Chris is just such an idiot. He's so smart, but I don't know why he's just such an idiot sometimes. Tonio, a report came out that the Patriots are going to part ways with Bill Belichick. What did Chris say? A quote unquote mutual agreement to part ways after this season, after he just got a contract extension less than a month ago to go to 2024.
Well, the contract extension wasn't less than a month ago. It was reported that it happened at some point, and the report came out less than a month ago, I believe, by Ian Rappaport.
Was by Rap Sheet, yes.
It don't matter. I don't know why Chris think we the Cowboys over here and we do dumb shit to not win. So what we not gonna do is get rid of 6 rings, Chris. Not gonna happen. I'm talking about like in 6 rings in the 2000s. I know y'all won in the 90s, some 25 odd years ago, maybe 24. But Chris, he's not going nowhere, bro. Now I keep telling you, what it's gonna be is they're gonna mutually agree that he fucking sucks as a GM because he does. I need your mind on the field, not trying to make moves because Belichick hasn't drafted anybody good ever. Like, so yeah, nah, bro. I don't know. And I'm talking first round. We don't never go after what we need. Tom Brady never got a first round wide receiver until he got Randy Moss in his last years. Yeah, Chris, we just gonna get rid of him at GM. This is open and shut. But I know you got a rebuttal, Chris, and I want to know why you think that Mr. Get out of a jam Kraft is gonna do anything like that.
So
also to back up this question, who the fuck comes and replaces Bill Belichick? And if it ain't Mike Tomlin, Chris, you have nothing for me. All right, but now go ahead.
I can't answer you who's going to replace him because I have no idea on that. As far as why I think he's going to be let go, look, these reporters don't get none of these scoops just because they're, all knowing and omnipotent and shit. Somebody's telling them shit from behind the scenes. So we got the first report that Bill Belichick had signed the contract extension amid speculation that he would be getting let go due to his performance on the field since Tom Brady left. So who would be the one that put out that report? Is Robert Kraft going to put out that report to quell the rumors that he's going to be firing his head coach, or is Bill Belichick going to put out that report to be like, look, motherfuckers, I'm not getting fired. I got a contract extension. We just signed this offseason. And if for some reason you think that was Kraft that put out that report, why did news come out? I think it was 2 weeks later that the contract extension was only for 2 years. No, because that gives you a clear out. Like, yeah, we signed him to an extension, but it's only 2 years. We can get out from under this contract. And even though he's the highest paid head coach, we're not eating $75 million like the Raiders are doing.
Let me tell you something, Chris. We ain't getting talked about for winning. We might as well get talked about for something. This shit is all, hey, let's keep the Patriots relevant. How you do that? Say we're getting rid of the best player we got, Bill Belichick, because we don't got no good ones on the field. Come on, Chris. Like, you've been around. You've seen propaganda when I know you've seen propaganda before. They not getting rid of Belichick. I might be wrong. I'll let somebody up. Matt, what you think?
I don't trust anything coming from Sportskeeda or whatever the fuck it's called. I just tried Googling Diana Rossini, Bill Belichick. Nothing comes up. The only thing that comes up with her name is from websites like that saying she reported it. So I've not seen his report. So I'm not believing Bill Belichick will get fired until he actually does.
What about you, Chris?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I mean, he's losing. I ain't saying he should get fired. He needs to get fired, but it wouldn't surprise me if they made the move. I mean, what are you losing at this point? You're already losing. So, and we talking, what is this, 2 years in a row? But then again, I also think he ain't got the quarterback. You can only do so much.
We don't.
Maybe they
drafted that quarterback in the first round, though. That's the problem.
Right, but I mean, maybe like he can't do. He can't draft, so maybe he evaluated wrong. I would like to see if they can go make a move and get Caleb Williams. I'd like to see him out there.
They might not have to make a move. They might be at the number 1 spot to pick Caleb
And if
Williams.
they're not, they'll be close to it where I would trade my first round pick, maybe 2/3, or throw a second in there for Caleb Williams. I'd do it.
Absolutely. I would throw 4 firsts to get Caleb Williams. But
Whoa.
It's going to be a lot more than that. It's going to be multiple firsts, even if you're just
But
moving one spot.
say they have the third pick. I'll trade my third pick, the second round pick, next year's third. I think you can get away with it like that.
So 2 things.
Because Arizona doesn't look like they would trade, or Chicago. I ain't gonna say Chicago. Arizona's probably gonna be up there as well. I don't think they're gonna try to draft a quarterback early. I think they're gonna ride it out with Kyler Murray.
No, they're not.
I think so.
So I didn't think this was going to be a draft conversation, so I'll throw my little 2 cents in there. The Texans gave up their next year's first round pick just to go back up to number 3. I'm just saying, and that was just to get Will Anderson, not a generational quarterback talent like Caleb Williams that everybody thinks he is allegedly, right? That's number 1. Number 2, the reason Belichick is not getting fired, and this is what my point with Chris is, that you don't, regardless of what it is, you do not fire someone who has won 6 fucking Super Bowls. How many coaches have won 6? Do we have an answer for that? Anybody? Other than Bill Belichick.
I've won 6.
Yeah, what'd you say, Matt?
I've won 6.
Well, that's true. I've won a couple on my Madden. I'm only on 3. But anyway, 0. The answer is 0. Kobe Bryant, and I'm going to only equate it to Kobe's contract, right? They gave him all that money for the Lakers to suck for his last 2 years, right? Robert Kraft is not an owner who just makes shitty decisions. And Chris, Tonio said it the best. You're used to Dallas out there, Jerry Jones trying to make it about himself and only him, and he knows what's going on. Robert Kraft has never, ever done that. We have never seen that other than when Bill said, let Tom Brady go and keep Garoppolo.
Which in hindsight wasn't a bad move.
Wouldn't have been a bad move. Brady still won a Super Bowl without Belichick, but what we are all forgetting, and no one brought up, you said they drafted a quarterback in the first round in Mac Jones when they still had Josh McDaniels, who Bill Belichick knows is not a head coach, so he let him go. He's going to be right back in the next offseason working with Mac Jones again. He already got Mac Jones to the playoffs in his rookie year without any weapons, without any help on the offensive side of the ball, and that's how the fucking shit worked. Then we see Matt Patricia, who also sucked as a head coach. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, Christian. That's just what happened, right? Try to be an offensive coordinator with a special teams coach, Joe Judge, who also got dismissed as being a head coach, and that's what they thought they could get together and do. Wrong. Bill Belichick is not getting fired. He literally 2 years ago was in the playoffs. He's had 2 rough years, right? The only other time he's missed the playoffs was only on a technicality because the Jets did such a good job and the AFC was so good back then that they missed it and still won 11 fucking games and just happened to miss the fucking playoffs. Bill Belichick's not getting fired. You don't fire a 6-ring winning head coach. I understand that Jerry Jones did it to Jimmy Johnson, and that's what you want to brought up. And you're saying that I'm bringing up outliers with who I was bringing up. The biggest outlier of all time is 6 Super Bowl rings.
So are you saying when does that not matter though? Like there's no way if the Patriots keep losing the next 3 years and you keep saying
until Andy Reid get 5 of them, and that's when you like, so it can be done.
So a real being serious, if they had losing seasons the next 2 years, serious. Y'all wouldn't be like, okay, it's time to go.
That would be
because you won 6. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to cut it off somewhere. I mean, Jordan, nobody was going to say, oh, yeah, he's got to keep playing. We're going to keep signing him because he's won 6 rings. He's getting old. He can't do it no more. That's a good
point. Chicago let Michael go, and he brought them 6 rings. Why can't – you said Kraft don't want to make it about himself like Jerry does, but wouldn't this be something about the team? Like, if he looks at the team and Belichick's job of coaching the team, and he says, Bill, you've got 10 wins in the last 4 years combined. I want to get this team back to the playoffs, and you haven't been able to do it. So if
I don't think it'd
now,
be absurd to fire him.
But Bill has that with himself to say, hey, I tried to get you to keep Garoppolo over here. Our offensive line and our offensive line coach that has been here for 26 years.
Okay.
Get him healthy enough to get us to where you're trying to make us be. But you made the trade of Tom Brady.
And that brings me to this point because we're going to stay on this really, really long. I don't want to. We don't need to trade up. I hate that whole get Caleb Williams thing. Don't want him in New England. I would like for us to stay sorry with Josh McDaniels coming back next year to work with Mac to get to the playoffs. And then we still gonna be sorry enough to get Shador. I would like to have Shador because Shador is used to not having a good offensive line. He can make some stuff happen because we don't have that anymore. All right, Caleb's gonna cry. I don't want that. Not judging the man from crying. I just know he's gonna cry because he's not gonna win off rip. I'm not judging.
Not judging the man for crying, but we're judging the football player for crying.
Okay. I like that.
Exactly.
Okay, I like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. I would never judge a man for crying. We deserve to have emotions too. But if you're on a football team, cry on your own time. I don't need nobody. Your opponent's just laughing at you. Bo Nix is like, look at this soft ass pussy. I'm gonna go beat him. And then he just went and did it. But what's next, Billy?
So we go from one coach who's not going to get fired to one coach who definitely got fired. And I feel like he was a scapegoat, and it was kind of the wrong firing. Ken Dorsey gets let go from Buffalo. Christian, did you see, was that out of left field, or did you see that coming?
I didn't see it coming, but I understood it. I mean, damn, we're sitting at 5, or where Buffalo's sitting at 5-5, and you got one of the best receivers in the game. You've got what I think a top 5 quarterback. What I think.
Wrong.
I mean, okay, you got a good quarterback. We can say that, capable guy. You shouldn't.
Your ass, because you're not getting me to the AFC title game, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, you leading the league in top 5 in passing touchdowns. That's good enough.
And what else?
Turnovers.
Oh, okay. I just want to throw it out there.
You shouldn't be struggling like or having problems like they are. So I can understand the move. And I definitely like the replacement in Joe Brady. I thought he should have had an OC job coming out of LSU, but he didn't. But I like that move though.
OC for Carolina.
Yeah.
I thought he was a quarterback coach.
Now.
Oh yeah. I like him back.
That the entire staff got fired.
I like him back in that OC role. I think he'll do all right there.
Do me a favor. Next time you get ready to open beer, let me know so I can open me one too.
I only got one
Billy,
left.
That's good. Billy, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the truth that nobody on the show other than me and you gonna say. He was a scapegoat for a sorry fucking pieces of shit quarterback. Sorry, don't care. I watched the show today where this dude was like, it ain't his fault that he throwing these interceptions. It's everybody else's fault. Well, that's not how they do it in the league. The quarterback throws the ball. So, yeah, it's your fault. Josh Allen stinks.
Let's just look at these real fast, these numbers. Josh Allen, 33 turnovers in 2 seasons. Trevor Lawrence, 27. That's with Urban Meyer. Kirk Cousins, 26. We crush Kirk Cousins every fucking week on every show except ours.
I don't. I like Cousins. I don't crush him.
Can I raise a question here?
Go ahead, Matt.
I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but what were his turnovers before then? Because with that graphic, Ken Dorsey was the offense coordinator the entire time during that. What were his stats before Dorsey?
So what you mean to tell me is that you think offensive coordinator makes the quarterback throw the ball?
No, but puts him in spots.
So what you telling me?
Listen. Speak. That's not how this goes. You can't just cut me off before I speak.
Go ahead.
I like when you're going with this.
He can't put the quarterback in an uncomfortable spot where he's like, I don't like this fucking play, and he can't check out of it. He doesn't give him freedom within the offense. Hey, you're going to run this spot. This is going to be your first, second, third look. And he's just going through what he's told to do. And it looks open, but the defense already knows the offense sucks. They've been seeing it the last 2 seasons. And he throws it, and what do? They jump it. I'm not saying all those picks are on Ken Dorsey or Josh Allen. It's a combination of both, obviously.
What about the fumbles? You're only talking picks. We're talking turnovers include the fumbles.
Hey, when you're running the ball, shit happens.
Oh, hold on. Before anyone else goes real fast, I got the running stats. So we always, even me and Antonio, have given Josh Allen the benefit of the doubt that he has no running game, that he's the best running back on the team. Now let's just go through this one Monday night game. James Cook had 12 carries for 109 yards. That's 9.1 yards a carry. Hold on.
Like you said, let's go off of one game. That's one game. You're going to say over his career he's had a great run game off of one game?
He had 3 turnovers in this game. That's the only reason I'm going off of this game. He had 3 turnovers in this game specifically. 3 turnovers, right? when your running game is giving you James Cook with 9.1 yards a carry. Latavius Murray's giving you 7.6 yards a carry. That's a fucking beast of a running game, and you're still out here just giving away the fucking ball to not let that running game go ahead and eat when it was doing that the whole fucking time against Denver. I'm sorry. It's just it's Josh Allen's fault. I think it's Sean McDermott doesn't understand.
So if it's eating, why not? Why doesn't the offensive coordinator keep running the ball if it's eating like that?
That's a fair point. That's all I was saying. I'm just bringing up that point to go to the next one.
It's not just on Josh. It's not just on Ken. It's a combination. But also, if you're drawing up bad plays,
it's always on the quarterback.
It's still a bad play.
Always on the quarterback. That's why.
It's always on the quarterback. And you know
But we all know that's not true. That's what the media says, but it's not always on the quarterback.
Hold on. Let's go to the quarterback expert guru.
I mean, we can look at what's happening in New England. A new OC. Did he play like he does now his rookie year when he had a different comparable offensive coordinator? Competent, my bad.
Yeah, because check out who the fuck you comparing to who. Y'all saying Josh Allen?
No, but that's me showing that the coordinator.
No.
Ryan Dabo. Ryan Dabo from Buffalo. Take him away from Buffalo. He had his best seasons when he had a good offensive coordinator.
Christian, what Matt just say? You cutting me out before I can go. You comparing rookie Mac Jones to somebody that's been called top 5 in the league for the last.
No. To somebody who you say is just as no. Somebody who you say is just as good as Mac Jones. Sorry. So I'm comparing two sorry people.
So what it means is I can't.
Wait. What you saying there lets me know you really think Josh Allen's good. You really think he's good. Okay, so I'm comparing two sorry quarterbacks.
No, but you're comparing.
Hold on, let him go.
You comparing a rookie quarterback.
No. Don't try to change it. Don't try to change it now. I'm comparing two sorry quarterbacks. You said they both suck, right? Two sorry quarterbacks.
Go ahead.
You're comparing a rookie quarterback to fucking who, Matt? You and Chris, a top 5 quarterback. I didn't put Josh Allen in my top 5. Neither did Billy. But every episode for the last however many months you've been here, Josh Allen's been a top 5 quarterback.
Hey, guess what?
What's that, Matt?
You put Justin Lawrence in your top 5, and Mac Jones has better numbers than Justin Lawrence in his career.
His name's Trevor Lawrence. You fucking dingbat.
Justin Lawrence. Yeah, I've never heard of him. So
he's trash. Guess what? Justin Lawrence, because he's Justin Fields. All he can do is run.
Yeah, Matt's drunk. I don't even know. Hey,
no,
Chris.
All I'm saying.
Hold on. After that,
what I wanted to say.
Fuck.
Yeah, hey, Matt, you can't talk no more, bro. I don't. That extra.
No, you guys. Are you still saying Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback? Yeah. Compare the numbers to Mac Jones. If we did the A player, B player, you would say A player is Trevor Lawrence, but it's really Mac Jones. So I don't want to hear it because I just saw that yesterday.
Give me those stats, Chris. You go.
I can find
those stats.
But no, what I wanted to say originally is where Christian messed up his argument is he wasn't comparing the players. He was comparing the situations where Mac Jones lost his coordinator and got worse. Josh Allen lost his coordinator and got worse. He wasn't comparing the player, and then he said he was, and that's where the argument fell apart.
Okay.
Well, I don't care because Mac Jones got his coordinator back. And if you don't get what I'm saying, then you know what I'm saying. But he got his coordinator who they said was going to make him comfortable again back. And he still looks like ass. So what we going to say now? Because now I don't care about the players he had around him. They made it work for him in Alabama.
All they took was the quarterback coach. Being the quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator are two different things.
You ready for these? You ready for this different argument stats?
Yes.
All right. So Trevor Lawrence has 43 games. Mac Jones has 41. All right. So keep that in mind. Completion percentage. Who has a higher completion percentage? You want to take a guess?
Hey, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, 66.2. T. Larry's 63.8. All right. Who's got higher yards per pass? Who's got it?
Is that Mac Jones? No way.
Mac Jones, 6.9 versus 6.6.
Oh, 6.
Who's got more passing yards per game?
Mac Jones.
I would
No,
assume
Trevor
it's Mac
Lawrence
because
does.
they trail every game.
It's-
That's shocking.
It's 229 to 215. All right. But then they both
329.
have
229.
229. They both have 46 touchdowns. And then Mac Jones has 31 interceptions because he just threw like fucking 3, but whatever. And then Trevor Lawrence has 31. They have this identical stats.
I see what you're saying.
One's going up though. One's going down.
Bingo. Trevor Lawrence also had to deal
No,
with
no. One was up here, lost his coordinator and went down. The other one gained a better coach. He went up. Coaches matter. Coordinators matter.
There we go. Chris, you're the QB guru, and you know everything about QBs. So, what's your take on this?
Turnovers.
They're both
at the
ass.
rate at which he's turning over, it is inexcusable. I want to try really hard to defend him because I am a Josh Allen fan, but at this point, it's getting close to being really, really difficult to defend. If you actually look at his stats from year to year, though, aside from the interceptions, like all of his stats are the same or better. His completion percentage is 7 points higher than it was last year. You know, his quarterback rating is the exact same, and his QBR is about a point lower. So all the other, like the metrics that grade like total overall performance, they're either better, pretty much what they were last year. I think you mentioned that Cook had 109 yards this game.
Yeah, on 12 carries.
Half of the games that Josh Allen has played this season, he hasn't had a 50-yard rusher. And in 2 of those games, he was the leading rusher with 14 yards and 44 yards rushing. Leading rusher on the team with 14 fucking yards.
Whoa, no, me and Antonio have said that 100 times that Josh Allen needs to carry the ball less. They need to hand it to the running backs more. Now, I understand that you're saying the carry, but what are the carries like? I understand that you're saying that he doesn't have a 50-yard rusher, but what are those carries looking like? It's less than 10 carries for a lot of these running backs, a lot of these games. I'll tell you that because I have James Cook, and he never does fucking dick for me.
I think this whole thing was originally based on the coach, right?
Yes, yeah. But now we're
okay.
into the QB argument. That's why I wanted to do it.
I'll go back to the coach because I've already said pretty much all I got to say on Josh Allen. I definitely think it was a scapegoat firing. I think Allen's performance hasn't led them to wins as they have in previous years under Daboll. And I think McDermott's feeling a little bit of heat and pressure, and he wants to deflect that, especially after the end of the game blunder that cost them the game, which is a head coaching issue.
Bingo.
I don't like to do this shit where if a kicker misses or makes a kick, then they would have won or lost this game. But we saw the kicker literally miss the kick, and the only reason it got overturned was from a head coaching mishap of having too many players on the field. Sean McDermott lost them that game. They should be 6-4 today instead of 5-5, and he had to put that blame and pressure on somewhere else to deflect from him. And that's what this is. I
want to throw out there real fast, Chris, before you finish your point, that the Bills didn't have to use those timeouts. Sean could have seen that and called another timeout, but they had already used their timeouts, in my opinion, in a bad way.
Either way, it's Josh Allen's fault. Don't know top tier, actual top 5 receiver brother tweet and say, hey, you gotta get 14. You gotta get 14 up out of there.
That's a T.
Oh, is that what we're moving on to next? This is probably my favorite topic of the fucking show right here.
Do you see
like
it?
This one.
It's not a T.
Oh, there you go. Hard T. It kept getting overlapped by your green screen. It just
Hey, is this still 99 cents though?
It was $1.99.
Oh,
damn.
Oh, it's strong. Woo.
Good.
Yeah, and I got this one.
What two flavors you got?
I got the regular, and then I got with peach.
That sounds good. The peach.
Arizona should sponsor
peach.
Brick Shots with Billy.
Hey.
You ever thirsty? But yeah, man, if my brother has to tweet and I got a top 5 quarterback, but my brother say hey, it's time to get me up out of there, because I've never heard of a receiver who has a top 5
That brother needs to shut up and rehab. That's what he needs to do.
God damn. Hey, last round.
He needs to blow another coverage.
Did you see the other tweet, Tonio? The one that he posted right after that one?
No,
I didn't. What was the next one?
He said, let's not forget, he, referring to Josh Allen, didn't start going off till bro got there.
Oh my God.
Another good point.
Yeah, because they were a running team with Shady McCoy.
Yeah. Which I then went and looked it up, and he ain't bushed.
He's not. So to back up my arguments about us being the quarterback, I've never seen a receiver. Christian, is Stephon a top 5 receiver right now? Yes or no? I don't need no explanation. Yes. Oh, all right. So I've never heard a top 5 receiver say some shit like, "Nah, I don't want to play with fucking I don't want to play with fucking Pat Mahomes, or fuck that guy." Would never go play with him.
He never came out and said he doesn't want to play with Josh Allen. That was his brother.
Yeah.
Christian.
Stephon Diggs never said he don't want to play with Allen.
Christian, come on, bro. Like, I get it. Christian,
send me the report, the article of him saying that. He never said it.
Christian.
He requested a trade.
That's not saying I don't want to play with this quarterback.
Yes, it is. That's literally, dude. As a receiver, that's
between the lines.
I don't want to be on his team.
Hold on, Christian, stop. Look at me, Christian.
I was on your side until this point.
If I'm out there in Sherfield and y'all try to give me a little Mario, and I'm just like, I ain't playing hard no more. I'm just out there. What would you say, Christian? Because I can tell you verbatim, shit, we might well quit. Tony ain't trying to play no more, right? Why do I have to say something when I go like my brother's tweet? Who knows me better than my fucking brother? Like, why would my brother just come unhinged like that? If you said some shit like, or if Steven was like, yeah, I don't like that little motherfucker, and he talking about somebody that's your age, why wouldn't Steven like him? Because what?
Because I don't like him.
Exactly. Come on, Christian. God,
all Stephon had to do, and what he did not do was he could have said, "My brother is tripping," and he did not say that at all.
Why hasn't Stephon said that? He has all the opportunity to come out and say.
He literally tried to get traded, Christian, like that.
And what did he say this offseason? Oh no, that's my bro. We're good.
Because that's what
he had all the chance to say. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Christian,
once you find out no other team wants to trade for you.
All right, hold on. Christian. Oh, hold on. I got it real fast. So, Christian, were you walking around your new job talking about, or your old job talking about, hey, Toyota's finna hire me, y'all better pay me more money? Or did you
Not to the supervisor. But to
okay, so hey. So if them coworkers, if they then went and talked to the supervisor and be like, hey, y'all better pay this man and he getting the fuck up out of here.
Then
you don't have to say it. Okay, but that's the whole point. Like they're close. They're close. They've presented themselves as being close. What
you see the difference?
But he wants to get out of there, right?
You had Toyota in the duffel. Nobody wanted to trade for Stephon, so he can't be like,
do you remember he was on the he was trying to get dealt at the beginning of the year. You don't remember all the drama between him and the team at the beginning of the year?
They literally
but since then, since the offseason is what I'm talking about.
Christian,
like right before the season started.
Christian, so just say you was disgruntled at work and Toyota was like, we ain't gonna bring you back. Do you still act disgruntled at work?
No, you're gonna start acting right because you need it.
I mean, don't use me because I would if I'm ready to go, I got to get out of there. If Toyota ain't working, I got to go somewhere else. That was the ultimate plan. I'm leaving this job, but Toyota is what I'm hoping for. If I can get there, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah, you're going somewhere else, but you're not going to leave that shit without having something in plan.
Yeah.
You got to build.
You got to have something lined up.
So y'all believe there's nobody, 31 teams, nobody would trade for Stephon? Come on.
The asking price is different. That's different.
Bro.
We're talking about you. You're just going somewhere.
But I'm sorry though, Billy. I apologize. Chris said he was ready to talk about this. Chris, let me hear what you got, man. My fault.
I mean,
My
we
fault. We've
we
been
pretty
running over
much
you
been
last.
arguing about it this whole time. Like that's pretty much it.
I be forgetting about I
The
ain't
other
never
four
seen
of
you
us.
down here. Yeah, I ain't never seen. I wasn't talking. That was your ass. What the hell? I'm over here trying to
Hey,
explain some
why you
shit
let
to
me
you.
have that much authority? What you said? I ain't the CEO no more. I
Christian
shouldn't have that
trying to
much
get all
authority.
his airtime for all the
It's
shows
your
he's finna miss
it's
in
your
one show.
last. See, Christian. I gotta let you do what you gotta do. Cause I might bring you back. I don't want you to leave with a side taste team, right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all just
But
keep sending that link to me every week. I might pop in or not.
hey, but while we talking about dumbass shit, somebody said Dak is gonna be the MVP.
I
It's
took off my
real.
glasses and wiped my face when I saw that.
You should have took off your shirt and wiped your ass, because that's what that was. Some bullshit. Chris, since actually, Matt, you've been real quiet. Other than taking up for Christian when he was wrong, I don't know what this Michigan love is, but whatever.
No, Matt backed right out as soon as Christian was kept talking.
Matt, what you think about this? Is this Dak for MVP?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. The Cowboys have only, besides the Eagles, have only played the worst teams in the NFL this year.
Hello,
They've only
the
played the
worst
worst
team.
teams.
Also, Matt, to back you up, they also lost to one of the worst.
Exactly. They lost to Josh Dobbs.
Hey,
now a different franchise.
Josh Dobbs is elite. All right, Josh Dobbs is elite, and he's showing it in Minnesota now.
Easy now.
The Chargers, they got smacked by the 49ers. They got smacked by the Eagles. They beat the Patriots. They lost to the Cardinals. They beat the Jets. They beat the Giants. They beat the Giants. They beat the Raiders. Like, who the fuck they played?
This is what I try to say every week on the show. Anytime
they
we
haven't
talk
had
about
one
the Cowboys
competitive
being
game.
great,
It's been a blowout, or they're getting blown out.
No,
That's
they
what
played the
it
Eagles competitive. Stop.
their division
Do you
though.
think they had a chance
Division
to win
games
that?
are almost always competitive. No,
They did have a chance to win that. They literally had one play if Dak could just maybe make it to the end zone.
Billy, they had one play like 4 times, and they pushed themselves back.
Well, let's not
15
diminish
yards.
the team and say the team ain't shit. They ain't playing nobody, but they're winning the games they need to win. They look competitive against Philly. Dak just ain't MVP.
You need to win in your division, and you need to beat another NFC powerhouse, and you got smacked by them.
Smacked. They didn't even compete with the 49. Like, it was
Trent Williams out here using people as battering rams. How do you get in a position where you get picked up by the back of your pads and thrown into someone? How do you get there?
I just
ended that man's career.
I don't see it. I don't. But Billy, we here, man. Let's go. I mean, that's literally, it's literally other people that's not as smart as us out here talking about that, like Dak, and people making arguments that Dak is playing the best football as a quarterback in the league right now. I don't know why. I don't know.
And he could be, but that doesn't win you MVP from a 2-week span. Not to me. I need to see it all year long.
Two questions.
Yes, Chris.
Do we consider the Giants one of the bottom 3 teams in the league?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they would be ranked roughly 30th if we did power rankings, okay? And we're saying Dak the MVP. That would make him number 1. In what sport do we say a guy is the best in the world, ranked number 1 because he dominated number 30? That's all I want to know.
Shuffleboard.
We don't give the Nuggets credit when they dominate the Spurs. We don't give John Jones credit when he dominates some guy that ain't even signed to the fucking roster. I mean, what the fuck is the point of this whole argument? It's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones owns like a piece of some cable media. I know he does. He's too rich. I know he does. And they like, hey, you better talk about my fucking boys this week, all right? That's last NFL topic. Well, not last NFL topic, but because we got a new segment we're gonna bring in since Christian's Corner's gone. I'm just funny. But Billy,
Yes.
Somebody put in your reaction to Baltimore's season. I don't know who put that in. I don't know. I guess we did react.
Don't look this way.
I know we did react to the Lions being good as fuck already. I know we did react to the Cowboys still being ass. I accepted defeat within the first week of New England ball that it wasn't gonna be our year. We ain't talked too much about your team, Billy. How you feel about y'all season, bro?
First off, Billy, let us see that shirt.
Oh, I still represent. I'm not silly.
That's what I'm talking about.
So here's my thing. I got a lot of shit because I didn't have them ranked high enough in Billy's best last week. And this week against the Browns, it showed you why I don't have them ranked very high. So any of y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I've watched every Ravens game this year, but
You're wrong.
Thank you, Matt. But the Ravens, I don't think we understand. I think Mike McDonald's a little too young to understand late game situations. I think Todd Monken, again, doesn't understand. He doesn't have Georgia's defense to kind of let that ride. Our running game is great. Lamar is not playing, is probably honestly having one of his worst years he's had, but he dominates the Seahawks and the Lions, who are the NFL, who are really good in the NFC. So we look at it and we're like, oh shit, if Lamar can just get it together. Now our losses are to division opponents and to the Colts, and that was kind of a weird thing. I think the Ravens were doing just fine. We have the lead in every game. Every game that we've played, we've looked like, oh, we're about to blow them out in every single game. And I think that speaks to the Ravens, but that defense just, I don't think, is ready to really be a top defense. That's how the season's going for me, is where that's another reason they weren't on as high on my list for Billy's best.
What you got, Christian? You looking like you smell a fart.
No, it's one coming though. No, I'm just pretty much everything Billy said. I mean, I just Baltimore looks good. They're trying to figure it out what's going on in the backfield with Dobbins going down, but making what they got. I'm impressed. I like them. I just I really ain't got much negative to say. I don't expect them to go undefeated. They're gonna lose a game here or there.
What about you, Matt?
I don't like how Christian just defended. They're trying to make up for not having Dobbins. They haven't had Dobbins since they drafted him. They should know how to play without him. They should know how to play without him. Also, if you look at that defense, you're like, what are we playing in fucking 2016? They got Kyle Van Noy, Clowney. They've got all these fucking old-ass players. I think they're playing beyond their limits, and Mike McDaniel's getting the most out of them. It's just they're old. They're going to fucking give some shit up at some point. Their hip's going to come out of place. Their ankles are going to start feeling terrible after the third quarter.
Hey, fuck you. Jadeveon Clowney has a sack in every game he's played for the Ravens. I don't want to hear that.
I know. Kyle Van Noy, every time I turn on the Raiders game, he's fucking bullying the quarterback, ripping the ball out of their hands. Fucking, he's got like 8 sacks this year or something like that. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
They're playing great. The defense is playing well. I just think they're like a piece away. I'm not even sure what that is. I don't know if it's something in the secondary, them gelling. Like, I don't know what it is. They missed
you just talked about it. It's their backfield.
It's the defensive line.
They just got big, thick boys.
A defensive end, probably.
No, we need one.
Do y'all still play the 3-4?
Yeah.
Really? That's what they're missing. They're missing a Terrell Suggs.
No, the Ravens.
Wait, y'all got what's his name from Chicago?
Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith. Where is he at?
He's the left linebacker.
Yeah, so never mind.
Him and Patrick Queen.
I know what they're missing, but I'll let Chris go before.
Not to repeat everything that's been said, the two main points that I think for me is they seem to be struggling really bad with closing out games, and I was actually bringing up their run logs. I'm used to Baltimore being a really strong running team, and looking at their game-leading rushers this year, that ain't really been the case. And then the other big issue that they've been having is Lamar Jackson has suddenly gotten pretty fucking turnover prone this year. We talked about Josh Allen. I brought this up on the pre-show with Billy.
Probably been hanging with Josh Allen.
he has Allen has 14 turnovers total this year, interceptions and fumbles. Lamar has 11, and he doesn't have the 26 total touchdowns that Josh Allen has to make up for that. So I think between the turnovers and the inability to really pound the ball down their throat like they have in years past, they're getting out to leads, and then they're letting teams slowly back into the game through their own misplay. And then it's getting down to crunch time, and they sometimes don't finish it out like they did against Cleveland this past week.
So, and that's gonna bring me to my point to close it out, Billy. I think that Christian brought up, or Matt brought up, they was missing something. It was Matt or Christian. I think Matt. And what they're missing is what they should have jumped on. I get why, but they should have jumped on Derrick Henry. If that shit was out on the table, yeah, you talk about pounding the ball, well, you get the best one. You get the one that does it, because behind a sorry ass offensive line, you give them a halfway decent offensive line and let them see what it does. But we have still, Lamar is going down the Tom Brady road, and we've still yet to see him with number one receiver.
I think Zay Flowers is showing you he can be. Obviously, it's his first year.
Can be. I don't see Billy can be. I'm talking about just getting the number one receiver. Yeah, right now. Like D Hop should have been in fucking Baltimore. That should have happened.
So,
if Stephon does one out, they need to be all over the.
I'll give you fucking.
So y'all giving up on y'all's boy Odell?
I ain't giving up on him. Because Odell last 2 weeks and I had a touchdown.
Well,
he's a 3 at this point. He's a 3.
That's what I'm talking about, Chris.
Hold on.
Say that shit.
That touchdown was bullshit. They literally just got it to him. Snoop threw that ball. Like they literally just gifted him one in actuality, because we should have been running the fucking ball, honestly.
Hey, I'm with Chris on that. He knows what he's talking about.
So, Tony,
y'all get on the train too, because y'all want to. Y'all just fighting. I don't know why.
Let me point out one thing.
Am I going to be able to finish any one of my thoughts today?
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Justin Tucker this year is 1 of 5 with field goals from 50 yards and beyond, with 3 blocked field goals. And that's Harbaugh's specialty is special teams. And we have been letting that shit really, really crush us and kind of delete a lot of that momentum.
Yeah.
No, you know what's going on?
No, I don't understand. I don't know.
Tucker's having too much fun on them plane rides still. He thinks it's last year, the years before. He thinks he's Kirk O'Chains. That's the problem.
All right. Now, moving on though, Deshaun Watson is going to be out for the year. Is this is our new segment? We're going to start it off. Is this bullshit or real shit?
It's don't matter.
Real. It happened.
Nobody gave a fuck about the Browns. Nobody was scared of the Browns. Their defense is amazing. Oh, you talking about him being out the rest of the year?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is just them still trying to get at him for not being able to convict him for giving those massages, bro. Nobody's dumb. Ain't nothing wrong with Deshaun Watson. He only played half a fucking quarter. Like, bro, hey man, at this point, just suspend his ass. That's just get it over with. But he out the rest of the year because he's hurt. Yeah, okay. But so that's bullshit. What you think, Chris?
Best game as a Brown.
Christian.
I said Chris.
Oh, my bad. I think it's real shit. He missed those, I think it was like 3 games where he said he had something wrong with his shoulder, and the Browns said that he was straight. I think this is just whether it's either him or the medical staff. I think something's wrong either mentally or physically at this point. He needs to get his shit together.
He ain't getting them fucking massages no more. He don't know how to be a goddamn quarterback. What you think, Matt?
I think it's real because he just had his best game as a Brown, and then he's not playing anymore. So I think it's real.
That's what I'm saying. That don't make sense, Matt. Does that make? So I just go out and have my best game, but now I'm fucked up. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No. Chris,
exactly.
Yeah, something's not right. He played a few weeks ago and then just all of a sudden had some injury spring up, and now he plays his best game and he's out for the season. Some weird shit is going on. I don't know really what it is, but
So
something's
the
not
real
adding up.
shit or bullshit?
Bullshit.
This bullshit. Billy pointed his fingers at me. So I'll go. The second thing that on the real or bullshit list, Aaron Rodgers said he's gonna come back in December, 3 months after suffering an Achilles rupture. Matt, is this bullshit or real shit?
That's real. He's already walking around. Like, he shouldn't be walking. He's already doing that.
What about you, Christian? What you think?
I think he's gonna try it. I think it's real. I don't think it's a good idea, but I think he's gonna try it.
What do you think, Chris?
I think it's real shit that he gets back on the field. I think it's a bullshit idea, but I think we're gonna see him back on the field in December, especially if the Jets continue to play 500 ball until then.
So let me confirm. I think it's real shit. I didn't say it.
I'm calling bullshit. I don't think the Jets will sustain 500 ball. Like, I don't see why this season's over with for them. I don't see why he would come and just further ruin that unless he trying to get them I want to retire vibes, because he was debating retirement, because we on a section called bullshit or real shit. So you gotta look at every angle. He was debating retirement, and now he trying to come back with a fucking Achilles rupture. Now, yeah, I saw the videos of him throwing and walking and shit. And I ain't saying he can't do it, but him really doing it, that's like him getting the vaccine the first time. That was bullshit. He So I'm calling bullshit. What about you, Billy?
That's real shit, dude. There's no way it's not. Aaron Rodgers is the most strangest person we've ever seen. This New York Jets media has been so weird this whole offseason. I think if the Jets remotely close to have a chance to making the playoffs, nobody can see it because you're green screen. That's perfect right there. There we go. Arizona hard iced tea, peach.
I'm waiting on Chris.
Oh, this is for Chris. Now, if the Jets have a chance,
you drinking?
Come on now. Is water wet?
Hey,
Yeah, I am.
Is pussy wet?
Oh my God. Hey,
If you look at enough.
this is funny.
you just gotta get.
I told you it's the last one, so you don't know what might come out my mouth.
Hey, regardless how bad it is,
yo,
you just need to come down a little bit. We don't get it wet enough.
On your last one, you was scared. Is pussy wet?
right. Whispering and shit.
But
I didn't want the kids to hear it in the back. You know.
I think it would be, if the Jets have a chance, which I don't think any of us think the Jets have a chance, is Aaron Rodgers coming back for the playoffs to get bounced in the first round again? Absolutely. I think he wants to make sure he can win one game in the playoffs so Brick Shots and Billy Antonio can stop shitting.
I'm never gonna stop shitting on him. While we still in
What
the
if he wins the
NFL,
Super Bowl?
Huh?
What if he wins the Super Bowl?
He won't. I don't even have to worry about that.
There's only three teams lower than them in the standings right now, for what it's worth. But there's one game separating teams 7 through 13.
So keeping it on the NFL bullshit and real shit, because I want to do all of them, but we gotta get up out of here. This one is the last one I'm gonna do because it's interesting. And I'm gonna say the other one for NBA because it's funny. Sam Howell leads the NFL in passing, while the best quarterback in the NFL to Billy is having a down year. Eric Bieniemy is a great offensive coordinator. Real shit or bullshit? I'm gonna start with you, Christian, because it's a brother.
I'm gonna go real shit. I think they got something working in Washington. Give him some time, and I think give him some more protection up front. I think he'll be all right. I like Bieniemy.
And since it's a brother, I'm gonna go next. Tonio, what you think? It's real shit because he a real, nah, man. Everybody, don't nobody really want to say because Andy Reid is a great offensive mind, right? But Eric Bieniemy might have had something to do with that a little bit over there because.
And if he didn't, he was there to watch this shit be called, so he understands it. At least should.
Good point, Christian.
I probably was gonna make the point myself, but thanks.
Laughs in Bill Belichick with his coaching tree.
Yeah,
you got a point there.
So I'm gonna say real shit. I don't think what Christian thinks. I don't think Washington will ever be good until they change their name to something great. So they will never be good until then. What you think, Matt? Real shit. I know what you're going with. I
don't even know what the question was. I heard Eric Bieniemy, and
is Eric Bieniemy a great offensive coordinator?
Yeah, of course he is.
I'm shocked.
Hey, real quick. I thought you was gonna say, I don't know. It was some question about that. You know what? My bad, man. I love you, man. Go ahead.
It's on you, Chris. Real shit or bullshit?
I think it's real shit. If you look at Mahomes' downfall, which I use that word lightly because I'm comparing his downfall to himself, the only other thing that he really lost was Juju. Yeah, and he looks this much worse compared to last year. Like, I think you got to give Bieniemy credit. If Mahomes alone isn't enough, he's taking Sam Howell, who I think I joked at the start of the year, like, who the fuck is playing quarterback for Washington? And how about the guy that's leading the NFL in passing yards? So Bieniemy's the real deal. It's real shit. He's a great offensive coordinator, and he should be up for head coaching jobs in the offseason.
And to round out, I don't like that. Maybe some people should just be offensive coordinator. I ain't gonna say because we haven't seen this movie before. Hey, you can be a great OC and still make a lot of money. Billy, to end our new segment, Real Shit or Bullshit, Bieniemy. I know how you feel, but I want to hear it anyway.
Great offensive coordinator. I think we're seeing it. We just talked about Buffalo. I think Bieniemy comes from hard-nosed, do it the right way, play hard. You work hard for me. This is what we're going to do. I don't think that necessarily works anymore as a head coach. I think the Andy Reid model of a head coach where it's kind of like, hey, we're going to have fun and I'm going to do some innovative things is the way to go, where Eric on his side is like, no, you're going to do what the fuck I say because this is the best way to do it. I think is going to hinder him from being a head coach. But as an offensive coordinator, absolutely. He's showing you Sam Howell, on top of leading the NFL in passing yards, he is showing you, if you watch any Redskins games or Commanders games, Sam Howell's not making mistakes. Eric is putting him in situations where whatever coverage he's throwing against, his first and second read are right there. So he's not even making that third, fourth read. Some of those
don't go back, Christian.
That works.
Hey, yeah.
That works for one guy, but not the next, huh?
Yeah. So that coordinator stuff matters, Billy, right?
Wow.
Oh.
Wild.
I'm saying I said he was a scapegoat also.
That's not what me and Christian said.
Yeah, so we're gonna do pick'ems a little differently this week. We got all the games, but we're gonna do it a little differently because just to cut off on some time. Billy said some of these games were ass. So we're gonna start with tomorrow's game, the Bengals at the Ravens, and we're gonna start with the last ride himself, Christian.
Dude, you gotta unmute me, fucker.
Fucker.
Nah, what was it?
Bengals, Ravens. Who you got?
Baltimore.
Chris, who you got?
Man was muted and still couldn't hear. Give me the Bengals.
Who you got, Matt?
Give me them sea chickens.
Is that the Ravens?
Who you got, Billy?
Yeah.
Who you got, Billy?
I'm riding with Baltimore again.
And I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Fucking Homer.
Starting with you again, Christian. Vikings Broncos. My cousin versus a loser.
Denver.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. You
Denver.
The fuck wrong with you? Tonio, who you got? I got my cousin. Let's go. Who you got,
Chris.
Matt?
Oh,
Give me alopecia.
Who you got, Chris?
Mm,
Y'all got the same hair, bro. Just do it.
You act like you're not looking at the betting favorite right now.
Oh,
Russell
wow.
Wilson's looked pretty solid with Peyton. I only do that with the college games. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Denver on that one.
Wow. Russell Wilson looked really fuck Russell Wilson. I put a bet in for him to get 208 fucking yards. And he got 192. You piece of shit. What a sorry. Who the fuck is an NFL quarterback? Well, I bet on another quarterback, the Vito dude from New York. He couldn't even get 156. Get the fuck
still
out.
lives
Oh,
in
I
his
could have
parents'
told you
house.
that. He
that's
had
bad.
negative
That's
7
bad.
against Oakland. Come
That's
on
bad.
now.
Billy, who you got? Because I just
So-
got that.
I was gonna go Denver here because Chris. I was thinking Chris was gonna go Minnesota. I'm trying to make up in these standings, but I'm gonna take Denver. No, I'm taking Minnesota. Denver had 6 possessions on a Buffalo side of the field at Buffalo and only got 6 points. This next game is in Denver. I just think Minnesota and Josh Dobbs, they got it going on.
Yeah, that game definitely felt more like who was trying to lose it versus who was trying to win it.
Yeah.
Chris, who you got? Eagles, Chiefs.
Ooh. I'm gonna go. But give me the
Well,
Eagles.
you know you wanted to go with Pat. Who you got, man?
Give me my auto.
My auto. Good pick.
Who you got? Who you got, Billy?
I'm gonna go with Kansas City too.
Who you got, Christian?
Where is it at?
Kansas City.
Give me KC.
And I'm rounded out with Jalen Hurts and the boys.
Hey, LA
Matt.
is getting their ass beat right now.
Shut
Who?
up.
LA
By who? The Kings?
Kings. 37
There
to
ain't no
19.
football on Wednesday.
Hold.
It don't.
I got a recording. Don't.
Oh, sorry, big man.
Jeez.
What the fuck?
Uh,
Your last episode, you're gonna, yeah, Billy and Buddy.
I told y'all I'm coming with it today.
and the last one we're gonna do is the
Sorry about that, Billy.
whoever the Titans is versus the Jaguars. I don't know who the
The
Titans
who?
is. I think in the notes it said Titans. I know it's the Titans, but I'm a
The Titans.
Hey, Chris, Titans, Jaguars. Who you got?
Jacksonville's gonna bounce back after getting embarrassed. Give me Jaguars.
Billy, who you got?
Exactly what Chris said.
Who you got, Matt?
I predicted the Jaguars lost perfectly last week, and I'm doing it again. The Titans beat the fuck out of them. Derrick Henry has 3 touchdowns.
Who you got, Christian?
Because Chris is beating all of our ass in the pick'ems, he knows football. I'm gonna go with what he said, Jacksonville.
Just because
Furthest from the truth.
I think they're gonna bounce back. I'm going with Jacks. Moving on to little brother in football. Billy.
Yes.
Antonio told him, I told you. I don't give a fuck about the records. I don't give a fuck about the wins. I told you Jimbo was not going to last in the SEC. Yes or no? Did I not tell you that? I told you he's not an SEC coach, but this is where you're not going to get me at, Billy. I don't think that he's a sorry coach. His name's Jimbo. That's a cool fucking name. I like
That's a
it.
sweet
Jimbo's
name.
cool fucking
What a
name.
sweet name.
So I do think that I'm gonna be honest. Texas A&M dumb as fuck. Shouldn't have let him go. He did win some games, but I told you he wasn't. It just ain't. The SEC ain't for him. And if fuck around, he'll turn around and go and be at South Carolina next year or fucking Florida or some shit. But
He's got to be at a Florida school with the name Jimbo.
Hey.
yes. I told you, Billy, and I hate it, but I really don't because Jimbo still came out on top. $76 million richer, the biggest payout in college football history. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
Almost 27,000 a day.
Yeah.
God
For the
damn.
next 7 years.
Yeah. Matt, who replaces Jimbo?
Who replaces Jimbo?
That's the question.
Wow. Can I get skipped here and think about it?
Nope.
Dabo.
Ooh,
Fuck no.
interesting.
I think he's getting too old to be he's getting too old to be running down that fucking hill just to fucking lose. So now he's gonna go to Texas, get paid, and then get fired as well.
I can see that. Who you got, Christian? Who replaces? And I know
Way to
who
save it,
Christian's
man.
going
Way to
with.
save it.
I know who.
Where
Christian's
you think I'm
with.
going?
Urban, bro. I know, like I'm.
No,
I know
I'm gonna go Lane Kiffin.
Hey man, if you want to make it to through the rest of this fucking episode, you'll take all those words back. Don't fucking disrespect us. He didn't say it like Prime said it, but he said it. Come to the SIP. Yeah, he not leaving, bro. He gonna get all the money that he could get from Texas A&M in Ole Miss. Them boosters literally pay out. You know that. You done been in them games. He ain't. Man, Lane probably got.
A&M ain't scared to spend money. They ain't scared to spend money.
Either. Bro, Archie Manning will give Lane whatever. This motherfucker was riding recruits around in a Lambo.
All I know is I believe A&M got more money than Ole Miss. So if they need to go outbid them,
I mean,
they can do that with
that's
ease.
True.
Right.
Oilers versus a bunch of lawyers. I'm gonna say Oilers got it.
You put Lane Kiffin, like I said about Urban, you put him in that pool of talent. Shit. Why would he not? Why wouldn't he take
That's the thing, though. We get the same talent. He been winning in the transfer portal 4 years, Christian.
You ain't got to rely on no portal in Texas. You right there in their backyard.
Christian, right now, name me somebody off Texas that they just brought in this year. Texas A&M right now.
Somebody from the portal?
Anymore. Just 5-star from last year.
Ruben Owens, running back.
How good is he doing this year?
They got a loaded backfield. He's a freshman.
How good is he doing this year? Exactly.
I don't know this stats.
Why am I leaving? Why, Christian? Come on, man. I get it, but that ain't what.
Are you trying to say Ole Miss is more talented than A&M? Is that what you're saying?
You can't say that.
I can't say that, but I can say we beat them. I can't say that.
But that don't really mean nothing.
I mean,
y'all beat us, so I'm not gonna go to y'all school.
Hold on, Christian. Tonio, we've been doing.
We ain't gotta get into it though, baby. We ain't gotta get into it, Matt. Because I'm right. Chris,
what the fuck? Come on.
Yeah, like
I don't think Lane Kiffin will be going there. I seen something about I think his AD at it might have been Tennessee or somewhere that he's burned is running the show at A&M. And whoever it is, him and Lane don't exactly get along, so I would be surprised if it's Lane. I brought up Urban in the group chat just because he's been out of coaching for a few years, and it seems like every time he's out for a few years, he wants to make a big splash. Yeah, and A&M's got a fuckload of money, so it's not like that's going to be something that's holding him back. He can go down there, he can get paid, and he's in the state of Texas, which is probably the best recruiting base for any state in the country. So I think, and Urban's turned around every program he's ever gone to. Bowling Green, then I think it was Utah, then Florida, and then up to Ohio State.
Look at that man. Did his research.
If he goes to A&M, he's going to dominate within 2-3 years, I would think.
He ain't gonna dominate.
Well, he'll fake a health scare.
He's dominating anywhere else he went.
He's in the SEC West. He won't dominate.
The only thing that's bad about Urban is he likes to put his fingers in college co-eds assholes, and A&M is that's a big time party school, so he might flame out within 6 months of being there. But
hey, give him 3 years. That's all he needs.
He'll pull a Les Miles. He'll pull a Les Miles. Not Les Miles. Wasn't Les Miles?
Ed Orgeron.
No, Les Miles was the one that was fucking the girl at Kansas, right? He left
and
and then he went to Kansas and got caught doing it. Billy, who you got replacing him?
I got two names. I couldn't put it on one. Matt Campbell from Iowa State. I think A&M understands they're not the splash hire might not be the best thing for them. And I think Matt Campbell's a solid name. But my second name is Sonny Dykes from TCU.
I like that.
He's been recruiting from SMU. He went to TCU, took TCU to national championship. They did not belong there. Had no business being there with the talent they had. If you give
they
Sonny
beat
Dykes,
somebody though. They beat somebody.
if you give Sonny Dykes A&M's talent, I think that could be something.
So
He already knows that Texas recruiting trail.
That's why I said SMU and TCU. He's been doing it already.
I got three controversial names, all of them controversial. My first one is the one that said we here and I pay bills here, I pay taxes here. It's Deion. If they offer Deion, wait, I got a question. Can Shiloh and Shedeur transfer?
No,
Not in play immediately. They have to sit out a year.
Yeah.
It's their second transfer.
Oh,
Well,
never
Shiloh,
mind.
it'll be his third.
yeah, Shiloh could not play. He couldn't. I don't think he can transfer at all.
Oh, never mind. Deion out of there. My second one is gonna be somebody that Billy adores. I think Joey leaves and goes down the street, bro. If Joey leaves and goes to better talent, I think he gets to put on full display what he doesn't really have at Texas Tech. He's not doing a bad job, but he just don't got it. Like he don't got the talent because Texas Tech ain't one of the top schools in Tech. It is, but it ain't. With recruiting, you going to Texas first. You're going to A&M. You're going to TCU before you go to Texas Tech because they done fell off in recent years. I think Joey gets the nod because Joey is a good coach. I'm not just saying this because Billy is my friend. I've been watching him. Like, he coaches a good game. He just doesn't have all the talent to execute said game. Why not go down the street where I can execute? And I think Joey, like a player coach, a good coach that players would love to play for.
Yep.
Put him there with all the recruiting pool. And then there's that. And my last one, y'all might think I'm stupid. I don't like it either. But after Brian Kelly gets fired from LSU this year, he just goes right up the states to Texas A&M, and gets
take another accent.
Probably. What information? Huh? Go ahead.
I got one more name to bring up. He just popped into my head, and I just Googled to see what he was doing, and it's not much. It's a coach that had success in Texas and then got ousted for a big fucking scandal. What's the chances Art Briles comes back into coaching?
I think he should have been got a chance.
There's no way A&M does that. I don't think. I think the boot. That's too much. That's too much to deal with. That'd be a good. What sounds shitty, I'm gonna say it'd be a good hire because what he did for Baylor was fucking outrageous.
Yeah, I don't. That would be cool. Speaking of coaches that should get fired for being cheaters, that's what we was talking about. Jim Harbaugh suspended, and Michigan still cruises fast because of my cousin from Detroit. He goes to Coney Island a lot. Christian didn't know that was my cousin. How do you feel about it? How do we feel, Shawante Moore?
She be up there?
Not Shawante. Chill out, bro.
Oh shit! I thought.
Whoa!
How do we feel about Jim Harbaugh's suspension? Does it matter?
It's ridiculous.
Christian, go ahead.
Goddamn, Christian, you've been wanting to talk the whole fucking show in every segment while everybody else trying to talk. This is a segment that's actually your team.
I want y'all to say what y'all need to. I thought Matt was about to go. Y'all go ahead.
Come on, again, Christian probably didn't do any research on it. He just got upset.
Go ahead, Matt.
But I think the suspension is bullshit because one, you got all week to do it. You got when the allegations start, right? But then you're going to do it when you know he's on the plane going to go play them. So then last second, we got to do something to figure out who the fuck's going to be the head coach. What's the game plan now? We don't have our head coach. To figure out all the logistics of that. You're going to suspend the guy while he's in the air. Then also let him coach during the week, Monday through Friday. He's still going to be the coach, but on Saturdays he can't. It doesn't make sense. Friday they're going to court. Michigan's about to bring down the Big Ten, potentially leave the Big Ten, and also drag a bunch of other Big Ten schools into this. It's not going to be good for the rest of the NCAA or Big Ten specifically.
How you feel about it, Christian? I want to get y'all to lose your opinions out of the way.
I just want to say, they just pulled some bullshit with him in the air, and he goes out there.
Hey, wait. Are you literally gonna say the same shit Matt just said?
No, mine is more personal.
Okay, can you skip what Matt said and say what's personal about it?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. They just pulled some bullshit while he was in the air, and now look at him. We got us a dominant win on the road. So what the hell is it to say now? He cheated. We cheated while he was in the air. We stole some signs real quick. No, they got their ass beat handedly. And what they gonna say now? I mean, it's gonna be something.
That one is not.
So y'all all keep coming at us, and we'll have something for you. Just keep it nice and
we didn't come at you. We didn't.
Y'all too. Y'all want to talk negative about it. Michigan did this. Michigan did that. All right, what we do against Penn State? What we steal?
Everything that we said that we were gonna do. Nobody on this show picked Penn State to win. Nobody.
No, but everybody wants to talk shit about Michigan. Now let's hit a trash talk now.
Billy defended y'all. Billy defended y'all. Chris defended y'all. We talking about everything everybody else is talking about. Chris is just talking at this point. Like, bro's just talking.
In the group chat, what was y'all saying? Michigan can't stop the run.
Who said that?
I said, whoa. No, that's at me. I said Michigan needs to stop this run. And that was on that fucking drive that tied the game 7-7. Penn State was running down the throat of Michigan until they made the adjustments. That was a fucking
right. Where do we? But it was nothing about what we did good in that game. It was what we couldn't do and what we couldn't bashing us.
Well, I think we muted them at the same time, Tonio. I think that's what happened.
But Billy, Christian just talking about the game. Billy, what you think about the suspension? I don't give a fuck about the game. We knew everybody picked for Penn State to lose. That happens every year. Nobody give a fuck about that win.
So I have a different. I know a lot of Michigan fans have a conspiracy that it's the NCAA against Harbaugh, right? I think it's the NCAA trying to push Penn State and make them more relevant than they really are. I think after that Sandusky thing, I think they're trying to kind of mask it. And if Penn State does really well, I think it's easier to mask than Penn State going up and losing in prime time. I really think that's what's going on. And that's just me. The Harbaugh shit, the Big Ten is about to be fucked up. Exactly what Matt just said is about to be fucked up because they're going to unleash whatever kind of cans of worms that's going to happen for them. And it's going to be bad for the whole Big Ten.
I'm going to honestly say I don't give a fuck about it. They cheated. They fired the guy, or the guy resigned because they paid him off. I don't care. The Big Ten is trash anyway, so there's no competition outside of Ohio State and Michigan. We wasted our time on this subject. Jim Harbaugh, good for you, bro. You got away with cheating. I don't care.
Hold on before you move on real quick. I want to say I think this is a bigger thing from the NCAA as a whole. I think the Pac-12 teams that are going to the Big Ten, I wonder if they can back out of going into that deal now.
That was what I was to bring up too.
Probably because I seen something
where back to billions of dollars. The Pac-12 is already falling apart. Where are they going to go?
Yeah, but I seen an article about the Pac-12 maybe extending or some shit. So, I hope they can back out because Michigan is a bunch of cheaters and they got caught.
It's going to be an interesting year for the offseason for the Big Ten for sure.
Yeah,
and bring Michigan to the SEC. Let's do it. Let's put them against real defensive lines.
Send Ole Miss to the Big Ten. Motherfuckers couldn't beat Iowa.
We'll beat the shit out of everybody.
Y'all wouldn't score on Iowa.
You crazy as fuck.
No, you crazy.
Throw it in there. Joe McGuire beat
Maryland to beat y'all. Shit. Get out of here.
When's the last time Mississippi State played a Big Ten team?
Well, Mississippi State ain't my team, so I don't know. Give a fuck, Matt.
Or Mississippi.
Yeah, well, it was too late. You
Both
fucking
trash.
I've never seen 8-2 be trash, but whatever, man. You're right, man.
Hey, is that playoffs? Is that playoffs?
Playoffs.
I mean,
Playoffs.
you gotta play somebody to be in the playoffs, man. We play better teams than y'all every week.
So you got to beat someone to be in the playoffs? Nah, we just beat a top 10 team. That's all we got to do. We have the hardest schedule remaining.
Y'all got the hardest schedule where?
Remaining.
We have the hardest schedule remaining.
That's
who
true.
y'all play? Ohio
I said
State?
that 2
Penn
weeks
State,
ago.
Maryland, Ohio State. We play
Maryland fucking blows.
probably haven't seen a single second of them play.
All right,
I do.
let's
I know.
move on. Hey, let's get to the pickings of college football.
No, who's the top 5 quarterbacks in college football? Ranking 1 through 5.
Michael Penix, Caleb Williams. Playing this season? Like this season,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, Billy. Nah, last 10 years ago.
I thought we were going to say, like, who are the top 5 best quarterbacks. But if we're doing off this season, Michael Penix, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix,
LSU.
Jaden Daniels. Thank you, Chris. I hate when Chris is.
That's 5, ain't it?
That's 4.
That's 4.
And Drake Maye is 5.
Who you got?
No,
Christian?
Jordan Travis is 5. Excuse me.
Caleb, Penix, Shador. Give me Daniels.
He's losing
Give
too
me
many
McCarthy.
games. Losing too many games.
Huh?
DJ McCarthy.
Yeah, you give me McCarthy.
What?
5.
Hey, get up.
Whoa.
Hey, let me show you my finishing move, Christian.
Oh, here it comes.
Let me.
So this man talking about, let me show my fucking finishing move. Dude just said JJ in the top fucking 5, bro. Yeah, he's done. Y'all, that was the last time y'all ever see Christian on the show. I was gonna bring him back, but this motherfucker said JJ, I can't throw in the second half of McCarthy. Oh, it's because we didn't have to. No,
There's a difference between can't throw and doesn't throw.
Chris, I've been up and I was waiting. Man, he fucking can't throw. The last time he had to fucking throw was against TCU, and he couldn't fucking do it. He sucks. Man,
He said he couldn't throw versus TCU.
Did he throw y'all to a win? No, the fuck he didn't. You're done.
Okay. Does
You're
Shador throw
done.
him to a win?
Hey,
No,
Chris,
Tonio, he was going
Bro,
to
hey,
say
who got the
something.
top 5, bro? I don't care. He talking about Shador. We talking about Michigan. JJ McCarthy.
Listen,
We talking
no,
about
you
Shador.
can't mute Matt. You can't unmute Matt. He wasn't going to put JJ in his top 5. Hold on. Matt, you weren't going to put JJ in the top 5, right?
Well, I haven't gotten there. We're still arguing.
Shit.
Chris, who's your top 5? I know, Matt. And who knows, Matt? You know what he's going to do. Chris, who's your top 5?
Penix, Williams, and Daniels were the first 3 that came to mind. After that, I want to put Shador in there because he's got the numbers, but he ain't winning the games. So if not Shador, probably Bo Nix and Drake Maye.
Who you got, Matt? Oh, fuck. Hey, add Chris.
I got Jaden Daniels, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, I got Bo Nix, which I fucking hate to say. That's like me saying Sean Clifford is. The dude's older than me.
Grandpa Bo.
3, I'm gonna go Caleb Williams, even though he cries. He fucking sucks too. 4, Drake Maye. 5 is JJ.
I got it. So,
What's wrong with y'all?
what in the
Hey,
fuck is JJ done?
Look at his numbers and tell me if his team wins.
Hey, we ain't even got the time, bro. We ain't even got the time. We still got NBA.
Yes, we do. Hold on.
We still got
Look
NBA,
at his numbers and does his team win? Yes and yes.
You're talking about the number 45 in passing yards?
Oh yeah, because we ran it 32 times in a row.
Hold on.
I don't care.
understand. Look, I have
We
defended
don't.
JJ.
Billy,
I have defended Michigan's fucking record of doing what they were supposed to do against the shittier teams. I have been here for Michigan the whole time. But you and Matt, in any conceivable fucking way, saying that JJ McCarthy is a top 5 quarterback, not a chance. He plays Penn State. What do they have to do? They got to run down the fucking throats.
Look at their defense. We're not talking about his offense. He doesn't play against their Penn State's offense. Their defense. You tell them
So
what they're
you
doing
think
running the
you still?
ball. That has nothing to do with what
Wait,
he's playing
wait,
against.
so-
No,
Hey, Christian.
let Billy finish his thought because he didn't finish that.
No,
What
but
did he
Christian
do?
just said, wait, hold on, because Christian
Oh.
just said, look at the defense, meaning that he couldn't throw against him. That's what I'm taking
No.
from that.
Now,
He was
that's what
don't
he
7 for
listen to
8. What the fuck
Christian
did
has
you
to
want me
say.
to do?
Look
He
at
was
Christian
7 for
earlier
8.
used
We
his own
asked
argument
him to
against
throw the
defense.
ball 8 times. He completed 7 of them.
For
What's
how many
wrong with
yards?
that?
For how many yards?
80
60
yards.
Right? What the fuck? He was supposed to throw 100 yards. He
It's
didn't
10
throw
yards
the
to throw.
ball. We didn't have to throw the ball. He ran it. What the fuck? What's the confusion?
You can't say you have the best quarterback when you don't need to throw
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa,
fucking
whoa,
ball.
whoa,
Who's
whoa.
the best backfield in the
Billy,
fucking country?
Billy,
The best
time
O
out.
line. Why do you need to throw it?
Go ahead, Matt.
Did I put him as my number 1 quarterback? You said the best quarterback. We're ranking
Why?
top 5. Yeah, because there's a lot of shitty quarterbacks this year, same as there been last year, right? There's no CJ Stroud, there's no whatever, right? Just because he doesn't have to throw the ball, we won the game, right?
Yes.
If we have to run it every play in the second half to win the game, then let's do that. Let's not just
Okay.
throw the ball for no fucking reason.
If the Chiefs
Billy,
have to run the
Billy,
ball
Billy,
every
Billy,
play,
we
they're
gotta
still
go.
not gonna do it because they got Pat
Hey.
Mahomes, a top 5 quarterback.
Hey, it's okay,
What
Billy.
the
Like I said, the last time he had to prove that he had to be a quarterback, he threw a pick.
No, that was the last time you watched him.
Yeah.
We're not
Christian,
talking about the last
Christian.
time you
Hey,
saw him. We're
Christian,
talking about the last
Christian,
time he
do
had
me
to
a
throw the
favor.
football.
Do me a favor, because you know I pull up video. Matt said we're beating everybody's ass. So when is
But
he
that's the
had to
thing.
be a
You
quarterback?
pulling up video. I'm
Christian,
watching the whole
Christian,
game.
Christian, you're not listening to what the fuck I'm saying. I said when has he had to be a quarterback? Like, oh, I gotta go
Damn near
down the
all
field and
year,
win
we
the game.
haven't had our running backs running crazy like they did last year. If you watch the game, you'll know that. Corm ain't rushed for 100, but what? I think this past week was the first time. Donovan
Hey,
Edwards ain't rushed for 100 all year.
Plus
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt, can you call him stupid? Because you watch every game. And
Matt, tell
your
him am I
words were-
lying? Because our
Matt,
running game
Matt,
dominated like it was last year.
Matt, your words were, we blew everybody out. And Christian's
Right, I just said we didn't
No,
run on them like we have been.
Tonio, what you do is you watch SEC football, you watch Shador, you watch Jackson State. You look at
I
the
don't
box
know.
score at the end of the day, you're like, man, he only threw for 150 yards. You don't realize he only played 2 quarters that game.
Matt,
Like,
you're not. Y'all,
That's where
y'all-
argument
or-
comes in. He puts every
Matt,
ball on the money.
Matt,
He
Matt,
does
you-
everything he's
you-
asked for,
so-
and then when he can't make the throw,
Matt,
he scrambles.
Matt,
He's one of the
listen.
best scrambling quarterbacks in the nation.
Listen, Matt, because y'all not understanding what I'm saying. Christian's too fanned out, so he's not gonna understand.
You
I'm
fanned out with
saying-
SEC ball. That's what it is. You
Oh
don't
my
watch
God.
Big Ten Michigan football. Okay,
okay.
since you watch us, name a receiver we have.
Can I finish my thoughts? All right, because you're not saying that, Matt. Yes or no? You said we've been blowing everybody out, right?
Yeah, we have all year. This is our first.
Oh, okay, so Matt,
close game.
Matt, listen to what I'm saying. When has he had to play quarterback this year? When have y'all been tied with somebody in the fourth quarter and like,
Oh,
JJ, you gotta go win this game? That is what I'm saying. When have you had to be that?
We don't have to do that. We haven't
That
had
is-
to do it. So what? That shouldn't
That's
have
what
to be
I'm
a stat where
saying.
you have to come back
Matt,
win. Just because you have one
Matt,
good drive doesn't
Matt.
mean you're a good quarterback.
Matt, listen to what I'm saying. If y'all haven't had to do that, and the last time we seen him have to do that, he folded and threw a fucking pick. How
We're talking last year.
Matt,
His
so
first full year of
Matt.
starting.
Matt, yes or no, has he been in a situation where he had to come back and win the game? Y'all was down. Yes or no?
This year, no.
Okay, so how am I wrong about what I'm saying? Y'all have not been put in a situation where y'all was tied going into
How
the
are you
fourth.
saying he sucks because you haven't seen him do it this
Say
year?
he sucked.
Wait, no.
I'm not
Are you
saying.
saying?
I'm not saying.
Stop. Wait. So are you saying Derek Carr's a good quarterback because he has the most comeback wins in the last 10 years?
No.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Y'all not listening to
You
what I'm
want him
saying.
to throw the ball, right? You want him to throw the ball.
No,
But what you're not understanding is we don't have wide receivers.
Matt, I understand.
Matt, just give it up. They're not gonna give it to it. Just give it up.
I
Give it
don't
up.
think y'all understanding what the fuck I'm really
I mean,
saying.
I see what you're saying, but you're not understanding
You want
what's
to
going on in the
want him
game.
to be forced to throw the ball.
I have not said that JJ was sorry. Y'all winning. Y'all 10-0. But I'm saying he has not earned a top 5 quarterback position because JJ has not went out here and lit it up. I don't care that he ain't played the second half. He has not went out here and lit it up.
Remind me who was in New York for the Heisman last year.
That's what I said. Sorry ass TCU's quarterback. If he can get there, how the fuck can JJ?
That's not what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
well that's where I'm taking it. Okay, if that's not what you're talking about, that's what I'm talking about. If he can get there, how is his season better than McCarthy's?
Because
It's not.
The
they put the
professionals
team on
voted
his
him
back,
there.
and he had to go down the field and fucking score. DCU had so
Who
many
the fuck against was he? He was playing damn Houston.
He had to go
Against Houston. Against Houston. That was impressive.
Hey, Christian, did he not do it against y'all?
That was one game.
Is that not the game that fucking matters? Is that not the fucking game that matters?
Year.
Oh, what the?
You went back to the Heisman. I didn't. You guys are trying to.
I'm talking about a year, not a game. You don't get in the Heisman from one game. You get in from the year. If his
all right, man.
If his ass got in for a year, how does McCarthy not?
We just wasted 6 minutes on me trying to explain to Matt and Christian that I'm not saying JJ is sorry. I'm just saying
what you're trying to say is that he just has to throw the ball. He's put in a position where he has to throw the ball.
I'm not saying that he has to throw the ball, man. I'm saying that he hasn't had to play quarterback for real this year. Y'all been running the ball. Y'all been blowing people the fuck out. Well. Where has he been put into a situation where, damn, the game on the line, JJ gonna go win?
How about we put a pause? We put a pause in this. We come back to this in 2 weeks from now, and I'll show you exactly why, because he's gonna throw it all over Ohio State once again, like he did last year. I know you don't bring up last year,
but check this out.
Last year.
Matt, see, I don't give a fuck about Ohio State because I've been saying adamantly all season that y'all was gonna beat the fuck out of
no matter
Ohio
what, nothing JJ can do is gonna make him good because
Matt, that's not what I'm saying.
It's not the SEC. We get it. It's not the SEC.
No,
it's not Jackson Dart. It's not Judkins. We get it.
No, Matt. Wait till y'all get into Matt. Wait till you get to the playoffs when y'all gonna play somebody.
And we play the team that just beat the shit out of Ole Miss. Is that what you're trying to say?
Sure. Whatever y'all gotta say to make y'all feel better.
Okay.
But like I said, if he come up short like he came up last year, y'all gonna have to eat this top 5. JJ McCarthy.
How many drives did he have to make
last year?
You're talking about the TCU game, right?
Yeah, where he needed to drive down and he threw an interception.
He had 3 chances to beat TCU. He threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah. But guess what? He had a touchdown. We won the
Why
game.
are we still talking about what he did a year ago? What the fuck?
It should have even been a
because
topic.
You know why, Christian? And don't say nothing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he hasn't had to do it this year. He hasn't had to throw the ball at all. He did.
Okay, well, let's leave it there. Let's quit talking about what happened a year ago because this is a different team. What happened? Players we ain't even got.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going off the
last time I
you
checked,
keep saying Antonio.
If you're the
you keep saying that. I don't give a fuck about
team in college football or the best top 2, like the best.
Really, stop! Don't try to get my top 5 out, bro. Because we're gonna keep going at it. Christian's being an idiot about Michigan. Matt is too. They not listening, so it's done.
You being an idiot about SEC football.
So let's talk about.
I didn't say nothing about the SEC.
You say nothing positive about anything else.
Hey, I'm an unbiased fan. I just say this: like the point of a top 5 is if you put any of these guys on your team to replace the guy you got, is your team better? And just looking at the numbers, I would think that whoever y'all left off, Bo Nix, if y'all took him from Oregon and added him to the Michigan roster, he's starting over JJ McCarthy.
No.
Like, that's the point of a top 5.
Hey, so like I said, bro, I just want to get my top 5 out because these dudes are fucking JJ McCarthy. There's something going on.
I mean, them are top 5. For you to say it's wrong, that's your opinion. Don't put them in your top 5. And let's keep going. You the one said, no, hell no, that shit is argued it.
I could tell you.
All you gotta do is just go.
Hey, so my top
Not
5
taking him off the show.
bro, because I'm trying to get my shit out and you keep bringing them out. You know he's gonna keep fucking talking about dumbass Michigan.
Go on
JJ
the
suck.
top 5. Go.
Michael Penix, fucking Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, and Jalen Milroy, because he turned that Alabama offense around with nothing.
Good point.
But that's stupid. Let's go to the next one.
This dude. I guess my fault. Hey, my bad. JJ, Matt
I know
said
he's in the SEC, so you was gonna put him in there.
Wait, did you say that they have nothing? The number 2
Milroe's in the SEC, so shit, you got to be great.
Yep. All right. So getting on to the NBA, Christian's last ride. It's probably over. Christian, hey, it's been real, man. Get up out of it. And you got his Michigan shirt got dragged and dumb as hell. You said JJ.
That drink got you tripping. You tripping.
So
Stop taking
let's
him
go
off
to
the
the pick
show,
'em, man. We in Georgia versus Tennessee. Who you got, Matt?
Georgia versus Tennessee. It's Georgia because somehow Brock Bowers came back from a broken ankle in 2 weeks. Like, what the fuck happened? He was supposed to be out for the season. I look up and he's on the field. There was no news that Brock Bowers was going to play. Just look up and he's on the field running a fucking 40.
They had to
He must be using Aaron Rodgers' doctor.
They had to bring their best. It makes
I
sense.
can't hear.
Everybody's picking Georgia, Antonio. Next game.
North Carolina at Clemson. Who you got, Christian?
Clemson.
No, you don't. Who you got, Chris?
Clemson.
Who you got, Billy?
I got North Carolina coming out and beating Dabo.
Who you got, Matt?
Let's see what a top quarterback can do in a situation where he's needed. Drake May.
Oh, okay.
You think Clemson's got a quarterback? Klubnik? Get out of here.
Sucks.
I'm going North Carolina as well, Billy. The battle of the K's. Who you got, Christian? Kansas State at Kansas.
Kansas State.
Who you got, Chris?
K-State.
Who you got, Matt?
I was getting mixed up. Which one's the higher ranked one? Is it Kansas State?
Kansas.
Because they lost. It's Kansas State.
I couldn't hear you. Every time Christian talks, it's way louder than everyone else. What did you say?
Kansas just lost, so Kansas State is ranked higher.
Then I'm going Kansas.
Who you got, Billy?
My man.
I'm also taking Kansas. I think their backup quarterback got hurt last week against Texas Tech, and I think he comes back in this game and crushes Kansas State.
I'm going to also take Kansas. Christian, Oregon, Washington. Oregon State versus Washington. Who you got?
Oregon State.
Who you got, Matt?
I got Washington.
Who you got, Billy?
Every time I've picked against Oregon State, they've lost. But I just think they're going to lose to Washington, so I'm going Washington.
Who you got, Chris?
Washington.
I also have Washington.
I'm
Arizona?
changing mine to Oregon State.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, I can. It's before the game.
Arizona at Utah. Or Utah at Arizona. Who you got, Billy?
I got Arizona.
Who you got, Chris?
I go Utah just so Billy don't change his pick again.
Who you got, Matt?
Where are they at?
They at Arizona.
That means Utah can't ride out on the fucking hogs. Arizona.
Who you got, Christian?
Utah.
I also have Utah, Arizona should have lost last week. They got a walk-off field goal.
Is that still a taco, Chris? What are you doing?
No, it's a biscuit and some homemade sausage gravy from this morning.
I didn't want to say that biscuit and gravy because I didn't want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, but I was like, what if I'm wrong?
That is a bad food to be wrong on.
in the end, UCLA and USC, Michigan Christian. Who you got?
Give me SC.
Who you got,
That
Matt?
sounds like an actual good game.
I ride with anywhere Michigan people go. UCLA, Dante Moore.
Who you got, Billy?
I'm
taking UCLA. There you go, Billy. Now you can pick your team.
I already took USC as you took UCLA.
Okay.
The Chip Kelly firings, I think they don't know what's going on. I think it's going to be USC beats them.
Wait, they fired Chip Kelly?
No. The ramblings. He's going to get fired after this season.
Oh,
That's
Why?
stupid.
That's what
Chip
I think.
Kelly
you get that from
Kelly.
Sports Capta?
All right,
Kelly to A&M.
Yep, Kelly to A&M. I'm gonna backtrack. That's who's gonna end up there if they fire him. Kelly to A&M.
I
The
ain't
real
seen that
Kelly.
at all.
The better Kelly.
They better not fire him. That's crazy.
I'm going UCLA because Caleb cuddles with poodles. The not so easy picks. We just gonna do like two of them. Colorado at Washington State. Who you got, Matt?
Washington State.
Who you got, Billy?
Colorado.
Who you got, Christian?
Colorado.
Who you got, Matt? I mean,
Washington
Chris?
State. I'll double down.
Hey.
I'm back on the Dion train for this week. Give me Colorado.
and you know I'm with the prime. Prison pick, Christian. Who you got? SMU at Memphis.
Give me Memphis.
Who you got, Billy?
SMU.
Who you got, Matt?
I don't like Texas, so Memphis.
Who you got, Chris?
I think SMU is right down the street from me. I'm gonna go SMU.
And
You think?
my people,
Not really sure.
my people from Memphis. I like Duke Deuce. I'm going Memphis.
Great pick.
Christian, bro, it's over, bro. We off college. We off college football now, Chris. You can smile again, but I know you love Michigan.
Who, me?
Yeah, to where you're wrong, and it's okay, bro.
You man, get out of here.
NBA, baby. We ain't talked about it, and Billy prolonged shit, so we don't get to it.
My bad.
Let me ask. Speaking of Memphis, since we was on Memphis, what's going on in Memphis, Billy?
I think that's kind of a more I don't know. I don't think I have a good enough answer to really bring to the show. I think not having Ja is a little strange for them. I think Derrick Rose is doing a pretty good job, but I don't think they got the hosses to kind of keep up with what's going on in this season. We'll go to Matt for the next part. Matt, you got anything?
I don't know what the question was.
What's going on in
What's
Memphis?
going on in Memphis?
I have no idea. I haven't been able to watch a single game of basketball or follow it on SportsCenter at all. So,
What about you, Chris?
I just want to know who's scoring points for him while Ja's out. Who's their
Desmond
go-to
Bain.
scorer?
Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain.
But if Desmond Bain doesn't score 25 plus, they lose. So it's like,
Yeah, is he
and-
the guy
and
that you
Derrick
want
Rose-
relying on?
I mean, they relied on him in the playoffs with Ja being there as well. He got a heater on him, but Ja being there is like that's why he had the heater. Now, defensively, I know it's like the Titans with no wide receiver. I know you're gonna run the ball with Derrick Henry. Like I just know how to coach against that. So yeah, not for real. And I think
Being a good Robin don't make you a good Batman.
bingo.
yeah. And I think Derrick Rose got hurt, so you know. I think they second.
What? Really?
I think they second best scorer might be Xavier Tillman, which is crazy.
I'm sure Marcus Smart is throwing up 20 shots a game too and missing 15 of them. That probably ain't helping.
Christian, what's going on in Memphis, man? Smile again, bro. I defeated you before, bro. Come back, bounce back.
I think Michigan. No, I'm just playing. No, but I think they just kind of shook up from Ja Morant's suspension. Once he gets back, I think hopefully it's not too late. But
it will be.
I think they'll be.
It's too late. It's gonna be too late.
Well, last year they did really well when once he got suspended. They played really well. That's what I think this year is really weird.
And I think it's just trying to losing Dylan, losing Morant, neither one of them in the locker room. I think that kind of is messing with the chemistry a little bit.
I'm gonna bounce off of what Christian said because nobody said it. I think Dylan Brooks is bigger. That loss with Ja is a bigger loss than what everybody thought because even though he's goofy and he sucked, he brought that fun energy to Memphis. So he had him out there dancing, had him out there lively, had him out there with some heart. Jaren Jackson getting dunked on all year. Ja, they got AD. I'm soft as tissue, pushing people down and shit. And they ain't doing nothing about it. They don't got an identity now, and that's the problem. They're in an identity crisis. Who's gonna be that guy? And that guy is sitting at home tweeting because they fighting, so he hasn't learned anything. He's gonna shoot somebody this season. Let's get into some real. Yeah, he gonna shoot somebody. Probably on the Lakers. Probably gonna shoot AD. That's what he was tweeting last night when they got the tussling, and he was just like, "Yeah, he gonna shoot somebody." Let's get into speaking of tussling. Draymond has finally went full UFC on us.
That's stupid.
Hey, you want to know what my favorite part about that picture is?
What's that?
The Frenchman surrendering right away, just being just true cultural French right there. Not even trying to fight back, just choke me out.
He looked like that dude Chris Tucker made sing the national anthem in Rush Hour 3. Hey, bro. George, the cap drop. Draymond got suspended for 5 games. And he losing $796,000. The Warriors are chalk. Everybody don't want to say it. As great as Steph is, nobody scored over 20 points on that team this year other than Steph Curry. It's over, bro. Rudy Gobert said some shit that made me think. He was like, he just didn't want to play without Steph. I'm like, I might be right. Draymond, after he stole off of Jordan Poole and seeing he could get away with it, there's no stopping him now. The league's done fucked up. I am waiting on Draymond to just get a text from a ref and just spear his ass and just, he out of control, man. But I'm on his side, bro. I'm always playing the devil's advocate, and Draymond do a lot of dumb shit. But one thing you was taught, me and Christian boys, I know you mad at me for shitting on Michigan because JJ sucked, but he'll get over it because we've been through a lot. Christian went to Tupelo with me one night, Billy, and we probably was gonna die. We was in the hood, but you know me, Billy. I'm gonna fight. If you talk some shit to me, I'm gonna fight. But we was in the hood with people who had guns, not fists, guns. And Christian was like, I got your back, but we probably should get up out of here. That's what you're supposed to do.
It was time to go.
That's what you're supposed to do, Billy, because everybody's looking over the fact that when Draymond when Clay was tussling with McDaniels, Rudy Gobert came and grabbed Clay by the neck. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
Nope.
Just because Draymond is who he is. So they skipped over Rudy doing this to pull Clay off, to Draymond putting him in that Ving Rhames baby boy chokehold. Mama, the whole baby boy shit. So that's That is
That's a cool
probably the most.
WWE finisher too,
Yeah,
man. He
Wait,
had all
wait,
sorts of
wait,
air
wait,
in that
wait.
shit.
He put him in the what?
the baby boy, when he was like, "Mama," on
The fuck
on
outta
the chair. Hey, so I
Yeah.
just I'm on Draymond's side in this. He shouldn't. Of course, it's Draymond. Everybody gonna look at it bad, but you're supposed to ride for your teammate. And if that's the role that Draymond's been in years, what do we expect him to do? To be like, hey, just get off Clay from the end of the court? Fuck no. Especially, and Rudy Gobert rubbed his hand against the fucking mic. Fuck Rudy Gobert. He started COVID. Somebody should have been beat his ass. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. They say something about COVID. He the next fucking day the NBA shut down. Fuck Rudy Gobert. How you feel about it, Christian?
Shit was funny. For one, Draymond had to jump on the man's back to put him in the headlock. Just the whole situation was funny. I think, like you said though, Gobert grabbed Clay by his neck first. Draymond was just retaliating, so he should have been suspended as well. But I mean, you can't really help, but you got to suspend Draymond for what he did. Come on, you got the man in the headlock dragging him up the court. So I think Gobert should have got suspended as well, but Draymond, he should have got suspended like he did.
What you think, Matt?
I didn't see it at all.
What do you think, Chris?
As soon as I seen it, I hit y'all in the group chat last night. I couldn't believe this shit. I seen the notification. It was like Draymond chokes out Rudy Gobert. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? And I popped up on YouTube real quick and watched it. That man literally had him like this and just dragged his ass halfway down the fucking court. And then Karl Anthony Towns looked like he was walking with him, just trying to like.
Yeah,
this scary ass.
Before Billy goes, the funniest thing about that clip is the score was 0-0. Like, we not in a heated game.
It was game. Like a minute and a half into the game. They had just started.
Right after the tip off, bro, and it's 0-0. And that's how heated the games is. This in-tournament shit is amazing. I ain't gonna lie. Tempers have been flaring the whole tournament. The ball looks like playoff ball. I'm not upset with what they did. Billy, how you feel about what Draymond did?
So I'm pretty famous for hitting YouTube up on NBA TV on YouTube. They do the best highlights. They literally, like, you can walk through it's like a 10-minute video of every highlight for the game, and that's one of the ones I watched. And as I'm watching it, you can even hear the announcer like, I have a big problem with what McDaniels did, because Klay Thompson isn't known for, like, they were just playing hard for a little bit, like, and it's not like Minnesota and Golden State have had like this heated rivalry forever, and McDaniels is just pulling on Klay like they were just, had some hand tussling or whatever was going on. We've all played, a little rec basketball, a little
Klay had like stiff armed him to try to get positioning for a rebound. That was it. Like,
that's it. He just hit. Yeah, he did a thing. McDaniels pushed him. He put his hand right back, which you're supposed to fucking do, right?
Yeah.
And Klay's kind of not soft. I don't want to say soft, but I'm going to say soft because Klay and Steph have.
I'll say what you can't say, Billy. Klay is light skinned. Jaden McDaniels is a dark skin. We bully them. That's Christian. Know it. I hate it, but they light skins, man. Light skins can't do nothing but shoot basketball and dance. Go ahead, Billy.
But so I saw that and I was like, Klay, and the announcer said it perfectly. Like, Klay's never involved in anything like this. But Draymond, again, did exactly what the fuck his position on that Golden State roster is supposed to do. It's like, you're not about to just have an easy pass and hurt or bully, right, Steph or Klay. That's not – I'm going to come over there and I'm going to fuck it up because I'm only scoring 6 points anyway tonight. Doesn't matter if I'm out for the rest of the game. Fuck cares. Klay puts on a New Jersey and fucking still scores his 20. But I just think it's cool to see that we still have this kind of old school basketball without being in the days where skill wasn't as prevalent as it is now.
And we'll wrap it up with these last. I'm gonna mix them up real quick. So Tyrese Maxey looking like a top 5 point guard in the league since James Harden left. Dropped a 50-piece. But on the flip side, the Clippers are 0-6 since James Harden got there. I want to reiterate and ask who won the trade again.
I think everyone said Philly, though. I want to say on this show.
Matt said.
I said both.
Matt said what?
But
I said
did
Philly
see
as
that
soon as we
Tyrese
brought it
Maxey.
up in the group chat.
You said what,
You
Matt?
said what, Matt?
I could have sworn. So this was Tyrese Maxey's. They just put it out or whatever, but that was his first 50-point game. I swear he had one last year, or it was like high 40s.
I think it was like a
But
41.
I seen that. I was like,
Yeah. I'm gonna just say this and get my piece off with this. I don't think the Clippers really thought this through. They don't. Kawhi's not a leader. Paul George is not a leader. James Harden is not a leader. The only person that can lead on the team, they won't let him lead. They're in trouble, and the person is Russ. They're in trouble. James Harden's looking like a shell of himself. And maybe because he wasn't practicing and maybe he got to get in his groove. Kawhi is going to do what Kawhi do. We ain't going to see him for 20 games here soon. Paul George has a nice game. I ain't going to healthy Paul George, still a top 10 player in the league. I don't like, there's no arguing that, but they're not leaders. You have to lead to win in the playoffs, and they don't have it. And I think that they went for broke, and they're just going to be broke. But that could be me. What you think, Christian? I know the TV you watching.
A massacre. Man, get out of here! I'm watching a massacre. Sorry, baby. No, it ain't that bad of a blowout. But anyways, I mean, Clippers doing what I expect them to. Harden, he ain't that superstar no more. Big name. He kind of cancerous to the locker room. It just ain't working out. He's just cancerous to wherever he goes. Used to be my man, but he just ain't what he was. And Sixers, they want to trade.
What you think, Chris?
I think James Harden said he's the system, and if James Harden is your system, that bitch better come installed with some Norton antivirus. He's a virus to the team. He's going to drag them down further than they would have already been. The only pushback I really want to give is Antonio's point on Russ being a leader. Russ is a very, he's good for the team, but he's more like he keeps his shit to himself. He just goes about his business, does his thing.
No, Chris. He's the leader. Them OKC teams when he was getting them triple double.
He's an emotional leader.
I mean, but he a leader. Is Kawhi a leader? Is Paul George a leader? James Harden ain't lead shit.
I wouldn't say Kawhi is the leader though.
I said he ain't. I said he's not a leader.
Nobody on that team is.
See, and people won't say it because it's big names, but Kawhi, when he won a championship in Toronto, he wasn't leading that team. That was fucking
he beat a Special Olympics Warriors team anyway. He didn't beat a fully loaded roster.
But the leader of that team was fucking Kyle
Lowry.
It wasn't fucking Kawhi. Paul George, when he played with Russ before, Russ was the leader of that team. James Harden, when he was in Houston and got to the playoffs with CP3 was the leader of that team. Russ is the only one that's been, emotional or not, he's the only one that's been in a leadership position because he had a superstar before. He had and I will go too much as far as to say when they got to the finals way back when in OKC, him and KD co-led that team. Like they co-led that team. It wasn't just KD's team. So they're in a bad boat, man. I think they're gonna have to cut shit with somebody they can get some better pieces with. I would trade Paul George because that's who you're gonna get.
He's the only one with real value.
Yeah, most bang for your buck. So yeah, I don't know. But Christian, my dog, last episode for a little while, me and Billy been rooting for you to get this job. We happy you got it. Give me some car parts or something like that. Man, I need some.
Hell, I do better than that. I'll give you a car.
Oh.
Yeah, give me a car. Put brick shots with Billy and Antonio on the side of it. We have a car on the road. You've been instrumental in the growth of the show. You're not going to ever be a guest. You'll always be a part of the show. I'll let you say your piece before you get up out of here.
I just want to thank y'all for letting me get on the podcast, introducing me to podcast life. Love it. I always had a thing to want to do it, and y'all let me, I would guess, live that dream. So big shout out to Chris. It was cool meeting you, Matt. Cool meeting you, another Michigan fan. But it's just see you for right now. I'll see y'all later, but I'll be back on here. I'm not sure when, but I'll make another episode.
Definitely. Like I said, bro, you're part of the Brick Shots fam. You've seen us go from 100 followers to almost 500. Shout out to y'all for pushing us to almost 500. So we gonna always, whenever you like, hey, send the link and you jump on, ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Maybe Matt. He said he really only wanted one Michigan person.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
With me leaving though, that's gonna be 3 subscribers and about 5 views. Y'all gonna lose.
Yeah, man, we gotta take that out your check.
Sorry, they're gonna come with me, but I can't do nothing about it. But no, really though, yeah, I appreciate the opportunity though.
Definitely. Chris, what you got going on?
Nothing, just rocking the new hoodie that just got delivered yesterday. Still representing for the World Series champion Texas motherfucking Rangers.
I like that. Matt, how many people we put in today or this month?
Not as many as I'd like.
Matt for recruiter of the year, man. Billy, how we closing the show, man?
I just want to give a big shout out to Christian. We really appreciate all the time and effort that you've put into the show.
Yes, sir.
It's been really awesome having you. I like meeting you. Everything's been on the up and up since you've been here. Like Tonio said, you've seen us grow from just kind of a gaggle fuck of dudes just talking about stuff to this really branching off into making a really, really good show that I think. So just thanks for all your time and effort, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I got one question. Since we're already pretty over what we usually do time wise, can we get a little corner in just for old time's sake?
Oh, he ain't ready.
Dang, I ain't even got my good stuff ready.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Hey, man, I didn't know y'all was gonna put on me like that.
I knew he didn't have it ready. I was gonna let it go. I was gonna do what you did, but I knew he didn't have nothing.
Go ahead. I could put something together in my head. Do it old school one or keep it new school? Do it like I used to, or do it like we have in the last few weeks?
Do it how Christian do it, man.
Let me see. Y'all going Brett Favre or Matt Stafford?
Ooh. That's kind of hard. That one's a good one. That's a good one to kind of leave this on. I know Tonio hates Brett Favre. I hate Brett Favre also. But if we're just talking about football player,
I'm leaning slightly towards Brett.
I think if Brett Favre didn't have that Monday night game with John Madden commentating about his dad, I would go Stafford. But just because of that game and that moment, I'm going Brett Favre.
That's one of the first football games I remember.
Yeah.
I remember where I was at. I was sitting on my parents' bed, and I was like, oh, damn, this guy's dad just died.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was watching with my grandma. That is the crazy fucking thing. She was like crying too. Nene, ask Nene about it, Tonio. She was fucking like crying and shit because it was like so sad.
Well, I'm about to disappoint Nene. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm going Matt Stafford. It's gonna be forever and forever, forever and forever. Mississippi. He was from there, but he fucked us over. So I'm going Matt Stafford. Fuck Brett Favre. I don't give a fuck. Hey, who you got?
Hey, here's the real question then, Tonio. Hold up. Brett Favre or JJ McCarthy?
Oh.
Fuck it. Give me 8 for 9.
Hey, this is my last few seconds. Just make me proud.
Hey, give me 8 for 9, 67 yards. JJ McCarthy.
Let's go. About damn time. Deshaun Jackson. You starting a franchise. First, this is your first pick. You got to choose between Deshaun Jackson, Jamal Charles.
Jamal Charles, easy.
if I can take any risk for injury out, it's Jamal. If we gotta add in injuries into the equation, I'm gonna probably go to Deshaun. I think Jamal was the more electric player. His career just got cut short.
The highest yards per carry in the NFL history ever. Just want to throw that out there. Thank you, Matt.
Also,
but
I'm going Jamal Charles.
That was dumb.
I'm going Jamal
Yes.
Charles. That was easy.
Last
you guys are
one.
like me. I'm going. Well, I didn't even answer.
My
I'm
bad,
going
my bad.
Deshaun Jackson just because Jamal Charles had that highlight where he put up the most fantasy points ever, but Deshaun Jackson punt return that made it worth it. If he can do that with my franchise one time, it's Deshaun Jackson.
And that was when Fox had it was around the Christmas time, so Fox had like Christmas lights around like the scoreboard. That was so cool to fucking see that live. That was so cool.
I'm not sure if I did this. If I did, y'all remind me. But I'm gonna go Warren Sapp or Aaron Donald. Have we did that?
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me go to another one. This is gonna be the last one. Let me see. Marvin Harrison or Andre Johnson?
Andre Johnson. That would be.
I'm
I
going
never
Andre
seen-
Johnson because he beat somebody ass on the field. Just going there.
And he was like the quiet dude, and then all of a sudden he's just beating some dude's ass. You're like, what the
hey,
fuck?
didn't Marvin Harrison kill somebody off the field though? Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it happened in his club. They ain't
No.
sure if it was him.
And also,
he like popped the
allegedly-
trunk on someone and killed him.
No. If
Allegedly.
allegedly. If you gotta throw in allegedly, I seen Andre Johnson throw the fucking hands. Okay, there's no alleged shit happening. It was.
Yeah.
What did he say? I lost my cool. And he said it. I lost
You know
my
what?
cool.
If I got to pick a receiver for my football team, I don't want no crybaby ass quarterbacks, and I want my receivers to be killers.
That's crazy.
Give me Marvin Harrison.
All
And
right.
put Ray Lewis at middle linebacker for me.
Alleged.
We got a double homicide on both sides. Allegedly.
An alleged, and Ray Lewis actually ain't even alleged. He was proven innocent. Don't even. Why?
Fuck Ray Coon Lewis.
For who?
What the
Billy don't want me to repeat it.
I
Did
just
you
want-
say Ray Lewis? Or some
Nah,
shit?
he said Raycon, like the earbuds that everybody getting sponsored by. Hit us up.
Ray Coon is what I said.
Is that Ray J?
No. Hey, I love Ray Lewis. Chill out.
Fuck Ray Lewis.
He
the
got
reason
one of the
why-
hardest intros on
Ray-
Madden ever.
You know what? You know why y'all should be mad at fucking Ray Lewis? He the reason why Colin Kaepernick still think he can play football. Could've
He
been
brought
at
us our last title.
He could have been at the fuck. Who is us?
I was a
Ray
Ravens
Lewis
fan.
sucks.
You can't say that. You can't say
I
that.
was.
What?
The only team I wanted them to lose to was Detroit.
Hey Matt, his last show, he just lets you know that he don't give a fuck about Detroit.
I like
Chris telling
both of them,
y'all
Detroit
Christian
and
real fan.
Baltimore. I like both of them, Detroit and
can't do
Baltimore.
that.
The last like 15 seconds, we could have just rode out where you had to.
Look,
Billy, I told
When
you
I was a
that.
kid,
You
I
could be a
used to think you
Baltimore
had to have an
fan.
NFC and AFC team. That's
Hey,
about as
man.
close as I could get.
Hey, look, man, it's been a dope ass episode of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio, man. Hey, we'll see y'all next week. Christian will probably be back, man. JJ 8 for 9 for 86 yards. All right, let's get up out of here, Billy.
All right,
Peace.
thanks.
Ah,